He's one of the most exciting Brazilian wingers, and his deadly left foot destroys opponents, but Antony's slick lifestyle makes you see what the player is truly made of. From his family to secret relationships, luxury properties, unique tattoos, and net worth, we leave no stone unturned. This is Antony's lifestyle. Antony Mateus dos Santos was born on the 24th of February 2000 in Osasco, Sao Paulo in Brazil. The last born of 3 children of his working-class parents, Mrs. Cremelda Prudencio and Mr. dos Santos. Antony grew up with few things to worry about. Although his family wasn't all that rich, at least they lived comfortably as average middle-class Brazilians with a strong family bond. Antony grew up in Infraninho with his elder sister and elder brother Emerson, who now helps to manage his career. He would often play football on the streets or around his house, and also attended Sao Paulo matches regularly with his aunt. Antony had basic education in his school, where his footballing skills were encouraged, and by the time he was 5, many already knew that he was one of the most talented youngsters in the city. At 10, he had a successful trial with the Sao Paulo youth team, and his career took flight from there as he joined the academy. It wasn't all smooth sailing for Antony, as he initially struggled for game time at the academy and was almost dismissed at some point. Luckily, the club staff convinced his youth manager otherwise. Antony would meet 2 important players in his early career, Elinho and Igor Gomez, and would become good friends with them. Together, they won the J-League Challenge tournament in Japan in September 2018, and Antony was named the best player of the tournament. Later that month, Antony and his friends were promoted to the senior team, and he signed his first professional contract before making his debut a few weeks later, but was sent back to the under-20 team to help out in a tournament. Following impressive displays, Antony became a consistent figure in the Sao Paulo senior team until February 2020, when he signed a 5-year deal with Ajax for £13 million. In his first season abroad, Antony competed for a spot in the first team with David Neres before edging him out and finishing the season with double figures for goals and assists as Ajax won the domestic double. His breakthrough would come the following season with double figures for goals and assists yet again, but this time as a consistent fixture for the team until an ankle injury shortened his season. Following his recovery, Antony expressed his desire to leave Ajax and refused to train with the side in order to force a move. Manchester United would eventually sign Antony for €95 million, with a further €5 million in add-ons, making him the second most expensive Manchester United signing ever after Paul Pogba. And the most expensive Eredivisie player. Antony has helped Manchester United to the EFL Cup, the FA Cup final, and a 3rd place finish in the Premier League in his 29 appearances so far. But despite his incredible passing ability, ball retention, and shooting power, fans are eager to see his decision-making improve in some important moments. Antony was named in the under-23 Brazil team for the 2019 Toulon tournament, which they ended up winning. He also won a gold medal with the same team at the 2020 Summer Olympics before making his debut for Brazil in October 2021, and he was a part of the World Cup squad in Qatar last year. He has made over a dozen appearances for Brazil's senior side, but that's enough on football for now. Let's get to the main gist of the day. Antony is married to Brazilian brunette Rosilene. They've known each other since his early career days in Brazil. Now the thing is that details about their wedding are sketchy, but it was said to be a private wedding that involved only his closest friends and family. However, we know that they decided to have a child early on in their marriage. The couple's son Lorenzo is 3 years old at the time of this recording, and we know Antony to be a doting parent to his son. Quick question for you guys. Which other young football dad do you know? Well, I know of Phil Foden. Antony's wife loves to keep her relationship private and is said to have temporarily deactivated her Instagram account at some point. When not sweating it out at the gym, you'll find the winger spending quality time with his loved ones. Antony is a family-oriented man and loves to go on expensive vacations with his loved ones at any opportunity. Although he's close to everyone in his family, he is closest to his mother, whom he often showers with love at any opportunity. He doesn't care so much about an exotic lifestyle like most people think. Rather, he appears to show some humility in his lifestyle. Antony is religious and is a Christian of the Catholic denomination, something he doesn't fail to let his fans know. Living a humble lifestyle does not mean Antony doesn't have expensive properties. He owns a Lamborghini worth £350,000 and often goes for training in it. It's his most expensive car. The player also has a Mercedes-Benz C-Class model and probably a few other cars in his garage too. The footballer lives in a £3 million mansion in Hale Barnes, Cheshire. The house was formerly owned by Paul Pogba. The 5-bedroom mansion has a captivating diamond-encrusted staircase, a personalized pool table, a heated swimming pool, and a sauna, a gym, a small football pitch, and several other luxury features. We also know that white is the primary theme for the interior of the house. But one of Antony's most exciting possessions isn't in his house, rather it's on his body. The players turn his body into a piece of art. First off, we see a tattoo of a bird spreading its wings out the back of his left ear and neck region. The winger also has a tattoo of his 2020 Olympic gold medal with Brazil. He has a full sleeve on his right arm and some inscriptions on his left forearm. It's clear that getting inked is one of the ways Antony consolidates his memory and expresses himself. What would his next tattoo be? He's already said that he wants to get a tattoo of the favela that he grew up in, so it might not take long until we see another one. But let's now take a quick look at how much Antony earns. Antony earns £200,000 every week at Manchester United, making him one of the highest paid players at the club. With an annual salary of £10.4 million, it's safe to say that Antony is on his way to becoming one of the richest young footballers in the world. He has a lucrative endorsement deal with Puma and has a few other sponsorships as additional incomes. Overall, Antony's net worth is just shy of the $30 million mark at the time of this recording. Antony has been involved in a few charity events. During Manchester United's Dream Day event held last year, Antony was seen spending quality time with a disabled fan and retrieved his match-worn shirt to give to the fan afterward, a gesture that moved the fan's mother to tears. Having grown under modest settings, Antony has not forgotten his humble beginnings, and it is very likely that we will be seeing some more of his charitable side in the future. With 11 million followers on Instagram alone, Antony has quickly become one of the most popular Manchester United figures on social media, albeit he has been involved in some controversy in the past. Back in early 2021, Antony had to deal with a case of impersonation. It was believed that a scammer impersonated him and his brother and went around extorting money from his contacts. It got so bad that Antony had to make a lengthy post about it on Instagram. That being said, here are some interesting things about Antony which you might not have heard about before now. The footballer is of Portuguese descent. Antony's great-grandparents were Portuguese migrants who settled in Brazil. But there's an even more surprising thing about the player. Antony's father was a chain smoker for 38 years before finally winning the battle of addiction and quitting in 2014. It was a proud moment for everyone in the family. Known for his flair, signature 360-degree spin, and eye for the spectacular, Antony's just getting started with the Red Devils. While his season might have been average compared to his standards, we can expect more magic from him in the near future. But for now, his magical lifestyle serves as a constant reminder that you can remain humble despite living a life of luxury.